Hey guys, how's it going? It's Justin here from Simplified Investing. I hope you guys are all having a great weekend, and in this video I wanted to put together a watch list for this coming week. With that being said, before I get started, if you could like and subscribe to our channel, it would be greatly appreciated. And then if you could check out our private team if you are interested in getting our course, our alerts, our mentoring, our live streams at simplified-investing.com. We would love to help you guys take your trading to the next level. So basically getting started, as you guys know, if you have watched videos in the past, these watch list videos, I really like to see where is the market heading? What are we seeing on the market? As you guys know, a majority of the stocks that make up these indexes will move the exact same as the market. Obviously, when the market goes up, your tech stocks, your stocks like that will go up. So really what I'm seeing here, we clearly had a 3-week sell-off here from 824, sold off here, confirming that support here. And really what I like here is the bulls defending this 332.66 level here. Obviously, we had a bigger push up here. The market falling here on Friday due to the coronavirus, Trump getting the coronavirus. However, defending this 332.66 support here is key on the weekly chart. Why is that key? Right here. So ever since here on 831, lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low, we finally reverted from that lower low reversion to the downside, downtrend, finally making higher highs off of this candle here from 921 and higher lows. What does that indicate? That indicates an uptrend here on the market indexes, which means typically you'll follow that by like stocks like Apple, Amazon, all those follow SPY very closely here. So now, what are two key levels that you can watch for this week? We'll zoom in here on a shorter time frame. This 332.66 support here, a very, very prevalent level here. That is going to be our rejection point here, pre-market. Then we gapped up here, retested, and that's where we saw a bunch of buy volume come in here midday off of this support here. So 332.66 going to be a key support here, and then below that at 330.11. Above this, we do have a few resistances here, 337.35, 337.96, and then the strongest here at 339.08. 339.08 happens to be that top here that we saw in March before the sell-off. Again, clear defined uptrend here. Now we're trying to defend this 332.66 bottom here. Ideally, what I want to see is a gap through of this 339.08 level with potential to see here at 343 and then even above that back towards this 350 level here. Again, this week will be a telling tale of where the market's heading. Either is this going to be a dead cat bounce here trying to make a mean reversion up to the upside, or are we going to have this push up here and then correction back to the downside and could potentially see this 320.17 level again here. So again, watching SPY closely here, but that is what I'm seeing here on the market. The first play that I was watching, and one that looks really good, is going to be TWLO. Again, you can see coming off this huge strong week here from 240 pushing up all the way to 295. This was actually a play that we made on Friday here. Good play here. The reason for this big gap up here on TWLO is going to be from their recent guidance. They are predicting a stronger earnings quarter than what they have previously anticipated in the past earnings call. Again, you can see this big gap up here pushing towards highs here at 295.52. If you look at this here, huge volume coming in here on the daily. Traded over 10 million contracts here, gapping through this resistance here that we saw here on, what day was this, 731, that high here, breaking through finally. What I'm watching for is a retest of this 288.74 support here intraday. Come tomorrow, watch this hold, and we'll be scalping calls to the upside. If we do gap through that and break below this 284.21 area, then we can play puts here as well. Again, if we zoom in on a smaller time frame, you can see how we're respecting these levels here. Heavy support here at this 288.74, as well as right here at 284.21. We'll be watching this one closely here intraday, see if we can gap through this 288.74 level here and retest of those highs here at 295.52. Again, looking very strong here. I always tell our members to follow volume, follow volume. Clearly, you can see where the volume is on TWLO on the strong gap up here. Bulls have taken control of this name. Second one I'm watching, ROKU. ROKU, another one that we've been playing this week recently. Clear defined uptrend here. What do I see here on this daily chart? We're forming this cup pattern here that started on 920. Cup, retest, handle. Now we're trying to gap through of highs here, gapping through of this 273 level here on this daily trend. However, bears taking control at this high here. So what am I going to watch? I'm going to be watching call plays here above 273 on Monday. See if we can retest those highs here at 203.56. Again, if we zoom out here, clear defined uptrend here. We're even forming that cup formation that I just showed you on the daily, trying to gap through here and push up here. However, not the strongest volume that I'm seeing here. Not that many contracts traded here in this past week, but we are seeing some flow to the upside here. Again, watching a gap through here of 273 intraday tomorrow. If we do hold that, we'll be watching call plays to the upside towards 203.56. If we zoom in intraday here, again, you can see rather choppy session here after this morning gap up. And then we see this bouncing around this 273 level here. I will be watching calls above this price point here tomorrow. And we do have that strong support provided here at 196.87. So the third play, that I was watching is going to be Target. This was actually a really good play here that I've been watching. Really what I'm seeing here, I'll go back to this earnings that we had here. Earnings here was on 8/18. So this is an earnings gap up play here. Clear defined uptrend here. Earnings gap up here off of 8/19. You can see we're struggling to break out of this high here. Finally breaking out of this high here at 156.34 back from 8/20. And really what I liked was the bulls really taking control of this support here. Again, long wick candles here. Retesting of the support here back from that 8/20 level. Holding it perfectly, not strong volume here, hence why it's not the top of the list. Not much volume here on Target, but that post-earnings gap, it looks like we want to make another leg up here on Target with the strongest support here at 156.34, and we do have that next known resistance here at 160.89, and then above that we don't have any levels as it is at an all-time high here. However, again, bulls really took control of that 156.34 bottom, so that is a level to watch here in the coming days for Target. We'll be watching this one intraday here. If we can get a retest of the support again, we retested this on open, bulls taking control here, and we're trying to gap up and push up here on Target. Again, looking great here on the chart here, even a cup formation here off of this 817 gap up post earnings. Now we form this cup here, finally breaking out of highs here. We can see potential for Target to see 165 area here on this power up. Just need some more volume accumulating under this ticker, and then we will see that further run. We do have, that's a dividend here that is paying out on 11/17, so that is some time out. Again, looking very strong here. Strongest support here at 156.34. The last one that I was watching is going to be Square. Square, relatively strong here on Friday compared to the indexes that we did see were gapping down here. Really what I'm seeing, as you guys can see, look at this big cup formation that we formed here from 9-1. Really forming this cup here. Now what am I watching? I'm watching this gap through of 170.45. We did push through that here if we zoom in on the 5-day, 5-minute. We did push through this briefly here, but the bears taking complete control of this. Even here after we gap through here towards close, selling back off here. So I'm watching a gap through of this 170.45 level here tomorrow to see if we can see any action here to the upside. This one has been a ticker that has been getting a lot of upgrades recently. I've been noticing that when Square typically does have those upgrades, it pushes quite a bit here on open, setting up good potential to scalp calls to the upside. So I'm going to be watching here tomorrow if we can gap through that 170.45 level here and then 171.24, as you'll see here, through that will be a breakout to all-time highs, and then we will form that new base here at 170.45. Again, one I'm watching very closely here if we zoom out even on the weekly. Do need some more volume here, but we are trying to break out and push towards highs here. Key on this one will be a weekly and daily close here above 170.45. With that being said, those are the 4 plays that I'm watching for this week. If you enjoyed this video, if you could give it a thumbs up and subscribe, it would be greatly appreciated. If you do have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down below. And then also, if you are interested in joining our private team to get our daily alerts, our course, and so forth, if you could check out simplified-investing.com, we would love to have you guys on board. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and for those of you that are members, look forward to tomorrow. Thank you.